Choose a job you love, and you'll never have to work a day in your life. Confucius. You are in their house. Do not be miserable about your job. You wouldn't complain about the food you're offered in someone's house, no matter how bad it is, because you are a guest in their house. Using that same logic, you cannot complain about the job you're at, because you're in their business. In other words, their house. Here's a scenario that you might be familiar with. You've just finished another big quarter end, and at the end of the night, you hear the same, "We couldn't have done it without you" speech you heard last year and the year before, and so on and so on. The fact that you have been there long enough to hear this speech multiple times means you have not accomplished anything since the same quarter end last year. People of rank do not receive this speech, they get bonuses. To put it even more bluntly, you are simply 1 year closer to death because you're in their house. Each day drives home the fact that your chances of moving up the company are nil, given that your employer only promotes younger individuals. The older people become more irrelevant each day. And when I say old, I'm talking about a new definition of ancient. Anyone over the age of 25. You say, "I work so hard." You probably do, and you probably are a hard worker. It may very well be that you even have the ability to lead. You say, "My supervisor only hires cute young women." Well, I would actually agree with you. I know plenty of supervisors that did this, but all that being said, you cannot get angry because you're in their house. The businesses have a culture that was established long before you arrived, and it will continue long after you leave. Did you really think that you could rise up to the top of the company controlled by someone else by simply giving it your best efforts? These companies have everything planned before you get there. You see, you grew up with the belief that hard work would enable you to reach the pinnacle of your field. You got a college degree, you got a job, and then you worked your way all the way to the top. I wouldn't say you were lied to, but you didn't get the entire truth. The people who make it to the top of companies are chosen. It has absolutely nothing to do with your ability to lead or solve problems, because you're in their house. Call me a pessimist, but everyone listening to this has known plenty of people that have risen up the company ladder because they knew or were related to the right person. We grew up laughing at the kids who grew up with no money and planned to become professional athletes. Their odds were infinitesimal, but when you look at it, how worse were your odds compared to those who thought they could rise up to the top of a Fortune 500 company just by sheer hard work? I cannot put the entire blame on you. Your teachers, parents, and everyone else told you that your key to happiness was to devote your entire life towards getting a job in a corporate world and giving the best years of your lives to someone else. But now you realize that this was just a bunch of bullshit. You question everything you've ever learned, and even yourself. Most likely, you will not reach the pinnacle of the corporate ladder because you are in their house. Growing up, you were told, "Someone has to work these jobs." But why does it have to be you? You said that the people who run your work are more entitled to happiness. What makes them more important to you? Who the hell gave them the right to grind the best days out of you while they vacationed in Antigua? You did. You are sacrificing every breath so that others may fulfill their dreams, and at the end of the day, it's really your fault. Throw all the blame at the person staring right back at you in the mirror. Life owes you nothing. You must leave their house. Stop pitying yourself and take control of your life. Don't wait for life to give you anything. Your goal is to create your own house. Seize control of your life and let the universe guide you to success.